Okay, the next step is keeping the water quality. Without good water quality, we will difficult to improve the character or mentality of the beta. We need to know that if the water quality is bad, then the gears of the beta will be damaged. So the beta is will difficult to open the gear cover or flaring to another beta. Hello beta lovers and what's up everybody and welcome to my video. If you want to know how to develop the character of beta, then this video is right for you. Today I'm going to share tips about how to develop the mentality or character of beta. And if you're curious about this topic, check this out. Okay beta lovers, step number 1 is pair the beta into solitary tank. We know that beta is solitary phase, so spare the beta into solitary tank will develop the mentality or character of beta. But remember, we cannot develop all beta character because we know that beta are very unique character. Some beta are easy to develop the mental, but some beta is difficult to try or to develop the character of beta. Okay beta lovers, now I'm going to use this mirror to check the potential of beta character. From this mirror, we can know how the potential of beta character. And okay, now we can see the potential of this beta character. This beta is very brief when face to face with mirror. By the way, this is marble, but I think the color of this beta is still processed and will mutation to be black copper. Response beta to the mirror is the basic information that we need to know before we develop the character of the beta. And okay beta lovers, now I'm going to test this mirror to another beta. By the way, this is red copper. And now I'm going to test. You can see this beta character is very calm and brief, and I like this. And okay beta lovers, now I'm going to test again to another beta color, namely black copper beta. Black copper is my favorite color, and fortunately this beta has good character. And as placa beta, he has good big caudal. And okay beta lovers, after we know the beta character, now we can play with beta using a stick. And make sure the stick that we use is black color because beta is very responsive if look black color. And okay, now I'm going to play with beta using a stick. And next we will see what the response from the beta. And okay beta lovers, now I'm going to play with this beta using a stick. And we will see the response of this beta. Okay, this beta slowly start to respond the stick. The response from this beta is very good. He start to flaring the stick. But remember beta lovers, not all beta are possible flaring to the stick because we don't know about the character and condition of the beta. Some beta are difficult to open the gill cover, like dark dragon, light dragon, fancy dragon, and multicolored dragon. Usually dragon beta have thick gill covers, so they are difficult to open the gill cover. And if your beta is not respond to the stick, it's not a big problem because some beta are difficult to open the gill covers. Okay, the next step is keeping the water quality. Without good water quality, we will difficult to improve the character or mentality of the beta. We need to know that if the water quality is bad, then the gears of the beta will be damaged. So the beta is will difficult to open the gear cover or flaring to another beta. By the way, if you are lazy beta lovers, you can use a big tank for your beta because in big tank the water quality can last longer. And I don't recommend small tank for your beta because in small tank the water quality is easily populated by ammonia. And now I'm going to show you why we have to keep the water quality and what happens if the beta in good water quality. Okay beta lovers, now I'm going to use new water for my beta and I will show to you what happened to the beta character if the beta use new filter water or good water quality. We can see, guys, after the beta using a new filter water or good water quality, the character of the beta become calm and brave. The beta character is strongly influenced by the water condition. So the better the water condition, the better the character of beta. And okay, next I'm going to show you how I make good water for beta. And what we need are filter cotton and charcoal. This method is very simple and I'm sure you can do it at home. And remember, the water filtration process should be more than 2 days to ensure the chlorine content in the water is completely gone. Okay, beta lovers, next question is how to keep the water quality in 1 week. This method is very work 100%. Today I'm going to show you the catapult leaf. If you want to keep the water quality, then you have to put the catapult leaves in the beta tank. Okay guys, this is the condition of my beta after using catapult leaves. The condition of my beta are very good, healthy, and the character of this beta is good. We can see the color of water is brown, and it's sign that the catapult works well. And I'm not worried that my beta will get sick when I put the catapult. But remember, even though the catapult is good, we have to keep water change every 5 days or 1 week. And by the way, I want to remind you again that we have to choose very dry catapult leaf, because if the catapult leaf is not completely dry, then its potential make the water become cloudy. So before we use catapult leaf for beta, we have to drying catapult leaf at least 1 month. And back to the topic about beta character, we must realize that every beta phase has different mentality and ability. We cannot force beta to behave as we want, but we can choose a beta with good character and keep the beta character. Remember that no matter how good the character of beta and mentality of beta, if we are not careful properly, then the beta character will change. And always remember, good water is the key to keep the beta character.